good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. For me, the main thing that I absolutely need to do is harvest quite a few of these tomatoes and also trim the plant quite a bit. I'm gonna see if I can propagate a couple pieces off of it because the plant is putting a lot of energy into the tomatoes that it has on there currently, which makes sense because it has like, what, 42 or something? I forget how many exactly, but it has a ton of tomatoes on there right now, so I need to trim it back quite a bit because it's putting all of its energy into those and not keeping itself healthy, unfortunately. It's still super healthy, but like it does need a little bit of assistance. So I am going to take care of that little one by trimming it and harvesting the tomatoes. I would wait until Monday to do that when I take care of all my plants, but it absolutely cannot wait. It needs to be done today. And also I want to at least sew the other one of my gloves. If you see flickering, I am so sorry, but the light bulb above me is like, it's been flickering for like 2 years now, and it's honestly kind of impressive that it's still working because it's been doing it for so long. But anyway, yeah, I need to sew the other one of my gloves today, or I would like to, and hopefully work on my shirt a little bit, maybe finish that so I can show you what that looks like as well when it's finished, because so far, yeah, I'm still really happy with it. It looks really good and it's comfortable, which is like the most exciting thing. But yeah, right now I think I'm actually gonna take care of the tomatoes because they need it kind of like as soon as possible. I need to clear a little bit of space here to make some room. Also, these little guys have started propagating. They're starting to get some roots. See right here? They are starting to get some roots, which is really exciting. They are pothos, but I need to move quite a few plants here and grab my trash can because I'm going to be trimming the tomatoes and quite a few leaves I'm going to not need anymore. But the most important thing right now is just to make some, my goodness, how did my countertop get so dirty already? Like, do you see all the dirt? It's like, there's so much. Oh well, whatever. I'll clean it in a couple of days. It's fine. But let's see, I need my scissors and a place to put the tomatoes so that I can give them to Mom easily. Let's see. This should do. But as you can see with the tomato plant, the little one is still super healthy, but it has a bunch of wilted leaves, like right here, and it's because they are putting so much energy into all of these tomatoes. Like, it's hard for you to even see how many there are. So I'm going to, if possible, trim quite a bit of the branches down so that way they can focus on growing a new batch of tomatoes. I know they still have a lot of little ones like towards the top of their branches. Hang on, I'm trying to get it so you can see. But they have a lot of little tomatoes up here too. So I don't want to trim them all the way down, but I need to remove at least a bit. Okay, that one has little tomatoes on it, but this one does not. So I can trim this guy all the way down. Good. I might be able to propagate this one. Look how many tomatoes are on here. They are going to take a minute to ripen because they aren't changing color yet, but I needed to trim them now. Okay, I might be able to propagate this piece, so I will save it and just kind of trim it up to make it a little bit easier on the plant. The little bumps here, all of these will turn into roots very easily, so I'm going to save that. Yeah, I'm glad I brought my trash can over because this is going to be very messy. Yeah, but this is what was concerning me, these leaves over here, because they're like not a good color and there are quite a few of them wilted like that. And I also smell a little bit of root rot, which is not good. Next is this branch, all right? There are quite a few little guys up there, so I'll just trim down here. So I'm gonna leave this piece like this because, again, it has quite a few little tomatoes at the top. It also has a couple on the bottom, which is kind of impressive. Let's see if I can propagate that piece and throw all these leaves away again because the countertop is full. Now we're getting into the tomatoes that are actually ready to be harvested. I think this guy has just the one. Yeah, okay. And then it has a few new ones, but I can cut the branch down a little bit, I think. All right, this is the first tomato that is actually ready to be harvested. How many do we have over here so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tomatoes already. And we're not at the majority of them yet. Are there little guys? Nope, there are not little guys on this. So we can trim it all the way down here. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can propagate this branch as well because it is very healthy at the top by just removing the lower tomatoes and some of the lower leaves. As you can see, like again, it has the little bumps that will turn into roots. So I'm gonna put that guy in some water. One of the reasons why I'm propagating is because when the plants start to do this, it means that they don't have much time left and I need to make a new little plant. And yeah, that whole branch can be trimmed. Okay. Go all the way down here. And hopefully this will help the little one. It's gonna look a little bit sad for a while, but unfortunately it is needed. Look at how beautiful these tomatoes are. I mean, like, they're so pretty. Try and propagate this piece. So far we have 4 over here. I think that should be enough. All right, little one. It lost so many leaves yesterday and it was very concerning to me. So that's why I was just like, I need to do this now. And yeah, again, the little one it doesn't look near as healthy as it was, but it's not as healthy as it was, honestly. So there's a reason for it. It still is a very big tomato plant. Okay, I might have to trim it a little bit more, but that should be good. Gonna clean off the counter again because I can't see it. I mean, like, there are so many leaves that have to be trimmed off. But this is how many tomatoes that we harvested today. They do need to ripen quite a bit. There are the ones on the bottom that are, you know, starting to ripen, so they should go pretty quickly. But yeah, we got quite a few tomatoes in here. That's really exciting. This is the most that I think I have ever harvested from inside at one time. And now I need, because I don't want to put the ones that I'm going to propagate directly in there just because that guy's taking up so much space. I need this little container. I'll get them some water in a minute, so they're going to be a little bit noisy because they need some. And then to propagate my tomatoes, I literally just do this. Put them into the water and then they grow roots, and then either I keep them in water or move them into here, or I will put them into soil. Sorry, my brain kind of forgot how to talk there. Wow, you needed a lot of water. And since I'm here, I also wanted to show you the tomatoes that I am sprouting from seed. I believe they are beefsteak tomatoes. These guys are, I'm trying to get this little guy to stand up a little bit better. I believe they are beefsteak tomatoes, but I'm not entirely sure. These tomatoes, this tomato plant is a cherry tomato plant. But these guys I am sprouting from seed, and they are doing so well. I'm going to be bringing them outside into the garden, but like, look how big they're getting already. It is amazing how fast they're growing. And I'm also going to be bringing these guys outside. These are the sriracha peppers. I didn't put labels on these containers. Oh no, I forgot to. One of these is orange bell pepper. The other one is dill. The dill I'm going to be keeping in my room, but the orange bell pepper, whichever one that one is, will be going outside. I really should have labeled those. But yeah, hopefully the little one will feel better now. And these tomatoes that I just harvested will take probably about a week to ripen fully from the green ones. The other ones can last for that long, so they'll all be ready at the same time. But yeah, that was absolutely necessary. Kind of sad that I had to do it, but you know, things like that happen. But it's still obviously the morning. This was the literal first thing that I have done. So I still have no idea what I'm going to be getting up to yet today. So we will figure that out later. But I will see you in a second with whatever it may be. It is much, much later on in the day now. But these both here, these two pieces, are the arm sleeves that I have been working on. The one that I made yesterday, I think, is this one? I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But I need to be able to like add something to these so that way I can tell them apart easily, because they are very much fitted for the left and right arm specifically because of where the thumb is. It just won't work on the other hand. So I need to make it so that way I can tell which one is which easily. So that way when I put them on, it's just like, you know, faster and I don't have to think about it much. But anyway, no work on the shirt yet today, but I got ribbon and rope. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I could not decide. I'm gonna try the rope first. This is the one that mom wants me to try first, and honestly I think this one would look better, but I have this one just in case that one doesn't work. And I got the red because I want it to match the little stitching that I'm gonna put here to fix this rip. So yeah, I'm gonna make that red, and the ribbon is also red so it'll match, but I don't know how I'm gonna put it on yet. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm excited to figure it out, that's for sure. I need to probably cut off like probably this much, because right now it would be too much, and there wouldn't be room for the tie. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try and figure this out. I'm still working out how to do the tie on the back, but I just sewed together the rip. This is the inside, but like, I couldn't have sewn that better if I tried. Yes, it's messy, but that's the point. Because this was an accident ripping it right here, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just really like it, and I had to show you how it turned out. I might add a couple more like pieces of thread on there just to make it a little bit more noticeable. I don't know, but I kind of like it how it is, so I'll probably leave it. And also I have the entire thing right side out and sewn all the way on both sides. I just need to figure out the best way to add the ribbon or rope, I guess, and see how that's gonna work. But we are very, very close to it being finished, and I can't believe how much like I love that little rip. I wasn't expecting to do this today, but I did actually finish my shirt. The gloves still need to be finished a little bit because I still have all that like extra fabric because I made the fabric pieces too big, so that way they wouldn't be too small when I was sewing them. So I still need to trim that off and figure out how to tell the left from the right, because again, the thumb holes are definitely made for a specific hand, so I'm gonna need to add something to be able to tell them apart when I'm putting it on. But I obviously also have finished sewing my shirt, and I gotta say I absolutely love it. And I used the rope. I'll show you the back here in just a second, but yeah, I absolutely love this thing. I'm so happy that it worked, because I have never made a full-length shirt before. They're always crop tops, so they're always about to here. So the fact that this one is full length is absolutely amazing. I have it tucked into my pants a little bit because it's so long, and it just looked better that way, so that's why. And ignore my pants. These are my favorite ones that that are very old and very worn. So yeah, if that looks a little bit, you know, bad with the shirt, that's why, but they're my favorite pants. I have another pair that is brand new, but I like these. But anyway, yeah, I'm so happy that this shirt actually turned out, and the gloves too. I love the gloves. Everything about this is amazing, but this is what the back looks like. So I used the red rope that we got. It's like a rope ribbon type thing, and kind of like I showed you, like with my shoes that are conveniently over here, I did the same type of thing like that on the back. I don't like this being here because like I wish that wasn't there, but it has to be, unfortunately, because I want it to be tight, so it's not too terrible, I guess. Overall, I'm so happy with this top. I can't believe I finished it. And how long have I been working on it? For like 2 days, maybe 3 days? I think this is the 3rd day. This is the fastest that I have ever made a shirt. And I'm just happy that it worked, and I wanted to show you what it looked like. And also, Debbie's leaf finally opened. Fully opened. This is her new leaf right here, this one, and I wanted to show you that as well. It is, once again, much later on in the day today, and I still can't believe, like, how much I like that shirt. It is comfortable, and it is full length, which is amazing. That is one of the reasons why I make the crop tops more often, because it's just more comfortable, and it's easier to make that way, and there's less fabric if I mess up, so it's not that big of a deal. But I really like this, and I'll probably make more like it in the future. I have the other half of the sweater that the fabric for this shirt came from, so I could technically make another one, because the front and the back, this was only either the front or the back of the sweater. I don't know which it was, but I still have another good amount of that fabric still, which is honestly really exciting. And the gloves too, those both fit perfectly. Sometimes when I'm making gloves, they're either way too loose or way too tight, and it's just not comfortable. uncomfortable and it doesn't work. So, you know, it happens when you're making your own things and you have no pattern for it. So the fact that those are all so perfect is just like, I can't believe how just like, yeah, it worked so well and I had no idea what I was doing. And I know I said it 1,000 times in this video, but I'm just really excited. And it only took me 3 days, which again, I know I have said, but it's just like, that was so fast. But anyway, besides getting the sewing done, the tomato plant that I took care of this morning, that little one, it looks a little bit better, obviously worse than before when I trimmed it because it's much smaller, but the little one does technically look better and hopefully it will be able to recover. It's just the hydroponic tomatoes, I mean all of my tomatoes, not just the hydroponic ones, kind of go through phases where they're super wilty one week and then the next week they'll be really full and have a full set of new leaves and it looks like nothing happened, but all the other ones have fallen off. It's just what these plants do. I have had them for quite a while now, so I'm kind of used to it, but it's always, you know, very disappointing and kind of concerning when it happens. So yeah, I am glad that I trimmed the little one and hopefully it will be able to recover. And all of the tomatoes that I harvested today, I cannot believe how many there were. I think because I give them to Mom because I have not had a single one of these tomatoes. I think she is going to most likely roast them and I will try and remember to video when she does. So that way you'll be able to see how the tomatoes are cooked because I don't know if I've shown that before. If I have, it was a very long time ago, but absolutely no promises because it most likely won't happen. But you know, I am gonna try. So you'll know that an attempt was made. So besides those 2 things today, I got a ton of crocheting done. Technically, I think which I highly doubt I will honestly, but if I were to finish this side, which is the long side of the blanket, I believe, if I were to finish this, I would be crocheting an entire round. It feels really nice to have been able to crochet quite a bit of the blanket today because I haven't been able to do that in a while, simply because it's getting so big and it does take a long time to crochet each round now. So yeah, I did that and obviously got the ribbon that I needed. Well, technically it is rope, but I got ribbon as well for the shirt. And the other thing that I wanted to say, this morning, it was still very, very cold and very foggy and it was cloudy until, I don't know, early afternoon, I would say. It just kind of like suddenly got sunny at one point, but pretty much all day it was super cloudy outside. And then once the clouds went away, the cold also went away and you can tell it's a little bit warmer now and it felt so nice to like feel it trying to warm up. And the interesting part about that is this morning, the grass was still super like brown and just like it looked like winter, but once the sun came up, it just like immediately started turning green and you could like, yeah, you can tell that the grass is suddenly growing now. Not everywhere yet, obviously, but things are officially starting to turn green. So because of that, it's really, really, really making me want to bring those little tomato plants outside. I know I shouldn't, but I'm really thinking about it because this whole week is gonna be like really nice temperatures and I think it would be kind of honestly really good for those plants to get used to being outside in these temperatures because it's not super warm or anything. It's still very like, it's mild temperatures, so, and it's not freezing at night or frost. I don't think there's any frost either at night, so, but if there is, I can always just put them in the garage and then they'll be safe overnight. But I'm really, really thinking about bringing the tomato plants outside tomorrow. I don't know, just like because of the plants outside starting to grow and some of the flower plants are starting to grow too again, the ones that like go dormant over the winter and then they spring up in the spring. I don't have a better word for that, but you know what I mean. So everything is starting to wake up. I'm kind of trying to listen to the plants outside and they're kind of saying that it's spring. So I'm most likely going to be bringing those tomato plants outside tomorrow. Not the bell peppers because they are still way too tiny. And the tiny little sprout tomato, that little one will also be staying inside. I'm just talking about the bigger tomato plants that I've had in soil for quite a while because I think they'll be okay. That'll mean like the garden is like kind of like officially not officially starting if I do that tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm really excited to having the garden again outside. I know I shouldn't, but because it could start freezing and who knows, it could snow again. It probably won't, but there is always a chance. But I figure because all my plants aren't going into the ground, I can always just move them into shelter and keep them warm. So yeah, how much further do I have on this round here? Because I think I'm getting close to being done crocheting for today, because again, I have been for quite a while now. We're exactly halfway. Okay, so I'd say I am done. That does mean though that I need to make this piece of yarn very long so that way it doesn't come undone, but that's okay. I think this is the long side. Yes, it is. Okay. I do not need to stand up today, but hopefully, oh man, maybe I need to actually do need to stand up for even the long side. No, you can see all of it. Okay. This is the, yeah, size of the blanket for today, and I pretty much, like, all except for that little half of the side at the bottom there, I did crochet a full round today, which is honestly really exciting. But yeah, almost, I think, done with the blanket. This is how much yarn we have left of the yellow. It is not much, but it's still a pretty good amount. I think we'll still get another full round out of it. I don't know, it'll be pretty close. But anyway, that is gonna do it for the video. I am going to be untangling that all day tomorrow, aren't I? Oh well, whatever, that's a tomorrow problem. But anyway, that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you have a good day today no matter what you do. If it's a lot or a little, it does not matter. I just hope you have a good day, and like I said a couple seconds ago, tomorrow I might be bringing a couple of plants outside and like officially, unofficially getting the garden started. So I'm really excited but also nervous to do that. But that will probably be what's happening tomorrow unless I decide not to. You never know. But as of right now, that'll probably be the video. And as for today also, I wanted to say, I know this video is a bit longer, but I got a lot done today, so it had to be. So I hope you didn't mind that. I try to keep it around the same length, but recently they've all been a little bit longer and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, I just hope it wasn't too long. And if it was, of course, like, I do not mind if you like skip through most of the video. It's perfectly fine. No worries if you do. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go for today. Thank you again so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.